Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Christy and I thought I would do kind of an easy eye tutorial today. I know I've done another one before, kind of natural, so I thought I would do another one that's kind of leans on the natural side. I love pink colors on my eyes, so I thought I would do one kind of in the pink family today. Stay tuned. This is definitely like an everyday look. It's not crazy going out looks. You could wear to the office, pick up your kids from school, DA event. It's not crazy. This is my palette for today. So we have Sandstone Pearl, Shimmer, Shell Glitter, and Smoked Topaz right there in a row. Anytime that you put on ShadowSense, I highly recommend that you first use Candlelight as your base. It works as a great base. It just kind of cancels out redness. It evens out your skin tone there, and it gives you just like a good starting place. And actually helps amplify your color a little bit too. I've noticed my eyeshadow shows up a little bit better when I use Candlelight first. So let's do that. So this is Candlelight. It's just like kind of a really basic kind of a beige color. And then we're just gonna sweep this all over our eyes. And I like to just use my finger to rub it in. Just kind of pat it in. See that? So it's just canceled out any redness, really kind of white and toned down. So if you have a lot of veins on your eyelids and stuff, this is good to just kind of calm all that down. So while that is sort of setting and drying, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows, and I am going to use Smoked Topaz to fill in my brows, which I know looks kind of weird because it looks almost like kind of an army green color. This stuff is magic, and I don't know how, but it just sort of disappears in everybody's eyebrows, and it's so good. So if you have darker eyebrows, I keep wanting to say eyeshadows. If you have darker eyebrows, but you don't want to darken them even more, I highly recommend this one. This is a good one. So I have a brush just like this. It's, you can see it's just tapered, it's pretty stiff, and it works great for eyebrow filling in. And this one is an e.l.f. It's called a concealer brush. So all I do is I just put a little bit on here, and then I fill in. You can see it's just sort of blending in really nicely. It doesn't darken my eyebrows, it just fills in kind of where it's sparse. So, great. And then I like to use a spoolie brush like this and just blend it in. I used to never fill in my eyebrows. It's so funny because I've always had dark eyebrows, and I figured it was just people who had really light eyebrows that filled them in. And then I started using Senegence products and started seeing everybody using ShadowSense to fill in their brows. And I'm like, oh, that looks really nice. So then I started doing. ShadowSense is pretty forgiving, so it's really easy to work with in your brows. Goes on nice and light. So if you're new to filling in your eyebrows, this is a great way to do it. We also have BlushSense, which I've never tried because this works so well for me. So I'm just stick with this. Okay, so my Candlelight is dry now, so I'm going to start with Smoked Topaz. So same thing I just did in my brows, I'm gonna put on my eyes. I'm gonna wipe off the brush really good. I don't want a whole lot of product on right now. And I'm gonna dab this in this way. So if you can see, I'm kind of making like a backward C, and I'm just focusing this in that area. And then I'm going to take my brush and blend it in. So this is going to create a shadow in your outer corner, which will help deepen your eye look. And I'm just trying to focus this in that area that I drew in. You don't want to go like all over your eye. So another tip is to make sure that the brush you're using isn't too big. So I'm just using like your basic eyeshadow brush. It's not too fluffy, it's not too big. And I'm just going back and forth in that same area. We're going to be filling in this area here with shell glitter. Now my eyes are a little bit deep set, so I like to go above my crease. Your crease is right here. See where, like, if I open my eyes, this area in here, that's my crease. I go a little bit above it so that I can give the illusion that my brow bone is not so far forward. Okay, so that's one. It looks crazy right now, but it won't when we're done. So I'm gonna go back in with the Smoked Topaz. I'm gonna go do the other eye. Rule of thumb, whatever you do with one eye, do with the other. So even if you've screwed up this eye and you don't like the way it looks, try to do it the same on the other eye so that at least it's even. You can kind of go back and play around with the eye that you screwed up and make it work. Okay, so we're gonna go, let's see if I can show you here. I'm just gonna dot this on into a C pattern. Go with my brush. Lightly blend it. If you go like this, like all crazy, your color is going to go everywhere and it's not going to look neat. It's going to end up getting really muddy. If you find you've put too much product on, get a clean brush. Let's see here. I'm going to use a big fluffy one. And try to pick up some of that product, and it'll kind of like lighten that up for you. Also, you don't want sharp edges. You want everything to look really well blended and shadowy, I guess you could say. So I like to go, if I'm starting to notice that my lines are too sharp, I will right away go in with another brush. I like this one a lot. This is an e.l.f. blending brush. And it's kind of stiff, kind of a dome shape, and I think it works really well for softening edges. So, okay, 2 eyes done. I'm going to do shell glitter now. So Shell Glitter is a limited edition color. It's so pretty. If you love pinks, this is a great one. Oh, I should show you. This is my palette for today too. So I was thinking about doing Pink Posy down here, but I decided we're not gonna do that today. So we have Sandstone Pearl, Shimmer, Shell Glitter, and Smoked Topaz right there in a row. So that's our eye trio for the day. Okay, back to Shell Glitter. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of pat this on in the area that I want it, right in the middle there. Kind of where we hollowed out, that area with the Smoked Topaz. See, Smoked Topaz looks more gray when it's on your eyes. Okay, clean brush, and I'm just gonna pat this in. You don't wanna blend this one out because this is a glitter. It's kind of more of a shimmer, really. They call it a glitter, but I find this one a little bit more shimmery than glittery. But still, with shimmers and glitters, you don't wanna move it around a whole bunch. You'll lose some of your pigment, and it'll just get looking really weird. I'm gonna go back in and just put a little bit more on because I definitely want to see that pink. And I'm just lightly patting it in. Okay, this is definitely like an everyday look. This is not your crazy going out look. You could wear to the office. You could wear it to pick up your kids from school. PTA event. It's not crazy. Just patting in that Shell Glitter. I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side. Okay, so there we go. Before we do the inner corners, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brow bone. I like to use Sandstone Pearl for my brow bone highlight. Because I said my eyes are a little bit deep set, I don't like to use a shimmer up there. That's really popular with a lot of people. My hair is coming out. That's really popular, and if you don't have deep set eyes, go for it. Shimmer looks so pretty up there, but because I'm sort of trying to trick your eyes into thinking that my brow bone doesn't come out so much, I don't like to necessarily highlight that area. But I do want all my colors to blend nicely together. So I just dot that on, and then I use my finger and just sort of blend it in. So I'm in no way a makeup artist. I've been using makeup for a long, long time, but this is just how I do things. I'm definitely not perfect, but I'm hoping that maybe you'll pick up some tricks that you may not have known before. Okay. All right, let's do Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, which is the prettiest champagne color. So good on everybody. And I'm gonna put this right kind of in this inner corner area. And again, it's a shimmer, so I'm just going to kind of use my finger to tap it in and seamlessly blend it into the Shell Glitter. Make sure you guys can see me. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with my Smoke Topaz and I'm gonna go underneath my lower lash line. So for this, I like to use a brush like this. Very dense, kind of flat, and it's called a smudge brush from e.l.f. So I'm gonna go and just take a little bit of product off there. And I'm gonna smudge it into my lower lash line. I don't usually, or lately I haven't been using eyeliner under my lower lash line, so I like to do this instead. I think it's just a way to kind of bring your color all the way around your eye and have a cohesive look. The other eye. If you get too much on your brush, just dab it off. In here. And sometimes I'll go in with another brush. And just kind of smoke it out some more. You want it to be smoky, you don't want it to be a sharp look. Last, for that, I'm going to use Snow. Here's Snow. And it's just our white ShadowSense. And I take it a little bit on this tiny dome brush. This one is an e.l.f. crease brush. And I'm gonna dab it right in here. This is going to make your eyes look a little bit more awake. Just a little trick to kind of fool the eye. Okay, let's do some eyeliner. So, all right, one more thing. Before we do the eyeliner, I want to put a little bit of Sandstone Pearl Shimmer right in here. I think that's pretty. I think it just kind of makes your eyes sparkle a little bit more. Okay, eyeliner. So for eyeliner, lately what I've been using is our Onyz ShadowSense, which is just our black ShadowSense. And I use an angled brush like this. This one is from MAC. This is the 266, and it's great. This one works really well for me. So you take your brush and you just wipe on some of the product there. So I'm just drawing on a line. Okay. really hard to see in this phone camera. So try to stay near your your lash line and just draw the line. Okay. That's eyeliner. Last but not least, our mascara is awesome. You should get it if you don't have it yet. We also came out with a new primer, which is really good. So this stuff on its own is really awesome, and then they came out with this, which makes your lashes look even thicker and bigger and longer and everything. So that's awesome. I recommend it. Okay, so I like to curl my lashes. Again, I can't do this in my phone camera, so I'm gonna do it here. If you do curl your lashes, be gentle. Definitely, I would not recommend curling your lashes after you have mascara on. I swear you're just gonna break your lashes. So do it beforehand. Now here is the new lash primer. It's a beige color, so it makes you look really weird with it on. But then it gets covered up with mascara, so you're fine. And you're just gonna sweep it on. This also has Capixyl in it, so it will help your lashes grow longer over time. So this is the VolumeIntense Mascara. This is the non-waterproof. I've not tried the waterproof. I probably will this summer. But everybody that has used both kinds likes both versions, so either one works. There's one. I've used a lot of different mascaras in my life. High-end, low-end, and this one has stolen my heart for sure. And it's not just because I sell it. Like, if I didn't like it, I wouldn't use it, and I wouldn't talk about it. But I really like this formula. I think it goes on easily, it goes on nicely, it looks good. I think it makes your eyelashes look full and not spidery. And your lashes feel really soft with it on. So I've never had another mascara like that. Like every time I'd put mascara on, my lashes would just feel crunchy and hard, and I didn't really think much about it, because that's how it always was. And then when I started using this stuff, it's so much nicer not to have crunchy lashes. So there we go. There it is. Let's take these down. Okay, so there is your natural kind of gray pinky eye look for the day. Easily can be worn anywhere. It's very natural. It's pretty, and I think it would go with just about anybody's eyes. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. And if there's anything you'd like to see, just drop a comment below. Let me know. Make sure you hit that follow button, and I'll see you guys next time.